Hi, we are KCJB Development, and we are going to talk about the Cottonwood Creek Village site that we plan to work on today, and our vision for what we want to accomplish there. The value statement and project vision is to create a unique development that builds on the culture of Holiday, Utah, while also addressing the state's affordability and sustainability crisis. To dive into the location, it is located in the heart of Holiday at the corner of Highland Drive and Murray Holiday Road. So therefore, it's situated between these residential neighborhoods and these high traffic retail heavy streets. As you can see, it's located in a central spot that's minutes away from all of the key drivers in the state of Utah. And so it's necessary that we get this correct. A few things with the analysis that stood out. This is a site that is very important to the neighbors in the surrounding area. They previously have shut down several attempts at developing this site because they were worried about the high density component. And so it's crucial that we get that right as we go through to make this seem like there is a higher vision and they accept that. And as you can see, it is located around several retail and surrounded by these residential areas. And also it's got a great location as it views the mountain range and the natural areas of Utah. And so it's perfectly situated, but it is crucial to get this right so that the plans do go through and are accepted.
The size and zoning for Cottonwood Creek Village. The classification for the site is Regional Mixed Use, or RMU. The dimensions for the boundaries are north, south, east, and west. The buildable setbacks are 25 feet all around the site. The total dimensions of the site is 52.5 acres or 2.2 million square feet. The maximum rear setbacks and front and sides are 25 feet. The maximum building height can only be 40 feet. And the parking requirements for the site for retail are one space per 300 square feet or one space per employee shift. Restaurant parking, one space per 100 square feet or one space per employee shift. Residential parking and single family parking is 2 spaces per dwelling unit. Building types and uses for Cottonwood Creek Village include multifamily apartments, mixed-use residential, single family, as well as retail and commercial buildings. For the mixed-use multifamily, we will be implementing a similar facade to that as what is displayed in Sugar House. Like the example shown, the second picture to the left, our multifamily developments will consist of brick and metal facade. For the mixed use, there will be smaller shops, restaurants in the commercial areas, and then residential living units on top. Around this part of the site, there will be green spaces, water features, and plenty pedestrian walkways, as well as parking to accommodate. For our commercial retail, similar to Holiday Village, the focus is pedestrian travel pathways to allow easy access to the shops, offices, restaurants, and so on. Here, there will also be plenty of parking. Also, for the commercial, that's located northwest of the site. There's easy connection to car travel pathways and allow easy access in and out of the site. Finally, for the single family part of the site, these homes will be modeled after traditional single family housing homes around Holiday, Utah for consistency. In the neighborhood, there's easy access in and out of this area so people can enjoy their homes. Again, there'll be plenty of green spaces for people to enjoy the area. Transitioning over to the transportation network for the site, the vision for this site was to connect Cottonwood Creek Village to the existing street network without disrupting the flow of traffic on Murray Holiday Road as well as Highland Drive. The goals were to create more pedestrian ways of travel than car travel pathways. This also includes bikes. We also want to make sure pedestrian safety is the top priority for the area. The street types that we have for the site is one main road that's 4 lanes of traffic, 2 lanes going each way. And then the other ways of travel for cars is 2 lanes of traffic, 1 lane going each way.
This slide goes over parking for the project. The site plan shows the largest outdoor parking lot, which is 35,000 square feet. There will be 3 additional outdoor parking lots of smaller size. This parking lot will include a total of 84 parking spaces, 6 of those being handicap spaces for ADA compliance. Each space will be 9 feet by 18 feet. Some elements that will enhance the pedestrian experience will be landscape medians, a pedestrian-only stone walkway around the perimeter of the parking lot. It's right by the 2 main anchor tenant buildings that are along Big Cottonwood Creek. It's also in the center of the major shopping area. The photo on the right side shows an example of one of the parking structures. This will be 3 levels and will include a total of 252 parking spaces, 12 of those being handicap spaces for ADA compliance. There will also be 1 additional parking structure. This is an aerial view of the largest outdoor parking lot. We will be incorporating a low-impact development strategy by using porous asphalt pavement. This will be discussed shortly. The 2-lane turning radius is 26.5 feet. Each landscape median will include natural materials such as trees and river rock ground cover that will fit in perfectly within the mountainous surroundings and give it that village feel. This slide shows some of the landscaping features of the village. The photo on the top left shows the park, which will be in the middle of the subdivision housing development. There will be a playground, basketball court, outdoor tables and chairs, and benches. Some of the landscaping features will include grass and grasscrete, numerous tall trees on both sides, and other various kinds of trees and flowers by the benches. The purpose of this outdoor amenity space is to encourage social interaction and outdoor activity. The photo on the bottom right shows the multifamily development along Big Cottonwood Creek. This will include a small amphitheater for outdoor events, a swimming pool and hot tub, a pedestrian-only promenade or stone walkway alongside Big Cottonwood Creek, additional pedestrian-only stone walkways around the buildings and green space, various trees such as big leaf maple, flowering cherry, Populus nigra, and mountain pine, and various kinds of flowers. The purpose of these amenities and landscaping features is to support community building while also encouraging social interaction and outdoor activity.
Okay, so moving on to low-impact development strategies for the Cottonwood Creek Village. Incorporating low-impact development strategies into this project will help to become more sustainable and economical. These low-impact development strategies will enhance the project by controlling stormwater runoff, filtering pollutants, both air and water, increasing biodiversity, and enhancing social interaction in spaces. Also, mitigating stormwater runoff will reduce the costs associated with flooding during peak 100-year storm cycles, making our project that much more sustainable and economical. We have 4 main types to be implemented: rain gardens, permeable paving, street trees, and bioretention and bioswales. Rain gardens are engineered areas that rely on plants and soil to retain stormwater runoff from large office and/or residential buildings. We also reuse stormwater to irrigate plants and reduce water usage, therefore saving money on irrigation costs. We plan to implement these around large office buildings and residential buildings. Permeable paving is surface techniques designed for the purpose of allowing stormwater runoff to seep down through pavement into the soil beneath. They provide water to nearby landscaped areas and filter pollutants before entering nearby water bodies. We plan to implement these on all outdoor parking lots in our site plan. Moving on to street trees. Street trees are a vital part of public infrastructure, reducing stormwater runoff, reducing heat and the urban heat island effect, enhancing property values, and encouraging wildlife habitat and biodiversity. Street trees also save energy through shading, reduce atmospheric CO2, control stormwater runoff and hydrology, and improve air quality through evapotranspiration. Bioretention and bioswales are constructed shallow surface depressions that serve to manage stormwater and stormwater runoff. We plan to use native plant vegetation underlain with a sand or gravel to treat and manage runoff. These also help to filter pollutants before entering natural waterways and stormwater systems. We plan to implement these along Big Cottonwood Creek and major roadways and parking lots that are impervious. This will help to filter pollutants before entering Big Cottonwood Creek and keep it that much more pristine. We'll also design these for 100-year peak storm cycles.
To summarize the benefits of this Cottonwood Creek Village development, we'd like to discuss how this is a community-focused development by making sure that it is a fun place where residents want to be and it doesn't feel like a multifamily development, but that it is accomplishing just that and helping with the high-density housing crisis that we are seeing in the state of Utah. So combining those two to really create a positive development, and then we will be using sustainability best practices, and we will also bolster the growing economy of this area. Thank you.